Week 15 gave us clarity, chaos, and a whole lot of fantasy regret. Some players kicked the door down at exactly the right time, while others vanished when managers needed them most. If you're still standing, this is where the momentum shifts and where smart decisions can win you a title. TreVeyon Henderson didn't just have a big game, he announced himself. Explosive runs, game-breaking speed, and complete confidence from the Patriots made it clear he's not a role player anymore. Even with Ramondre Stevenson active, Henderson was the engine. When a back can flip a matchup on one touch, you don't overthink it. He belongs in lineups moving forward. Tyrone Tracy Jr. did something just as important. He took control. Coming out of the bye, the Giants finally leaned into him, and he rewarded them with production on the ground, through the air, and in the red zone. That kind of usage matters more than matchup. Volume like that wins fantasy weeks. DeAndre Swift reminded everyone why patience matters. Chicago trusted him when the game was on the line, and he delivered. The matchup ahead isn't ideal, but the role is secure, and that alone keeps him relevant when options thin out. At receiver, Zay Flowers quietly flashed league-winning upside. On a day where Lamar Jackson barely threw the ball, Flowers still commanded attention and cashed in. When the passing volume rebounds, his ceiling goes with it. Adonai Mitchell is more fragile value, but sometimes opportunity matters more than comfort. Targets are targets, and if you're desperate, he's at least on the radar. Trevor Lawrence was the week's fantasy sledgehammer. Big arm, rushing production, and total control of the Jaguars' offense finally aligned. He may not be the safest option next week, but his upside is undeniable. Colby Parkinson has turned touchdowns into a habit. With injuries around him, his role has quietly grown into something reliable, and in fantasy, red zone trust is everything. On the other side, Quinshon Judkins is losing steam at the worst possible time. The matchup ahead offers hope, but the trend is concerning. Breece Hall's situation is even worse. Inefficient carries, minimal receiving help, and a broken offense have crushed his floor. You can start him, but you're bracing for impact. Justin Jefferson's season has gone from frustrating to alarming. The chemistry isn't there, the production is gone, and the name alone can't save him anymore. George Pickens has cooled off, Joe Burrow stumbled hard, and Justin Herbert continues to sink behind an offense that can't get out of its own way. At this stage, loyalty loses championships. Follow the usage, trust the momentum, and don't be afraid to move on.